The city of Dublin always ready to fill a stadium for some friendly competition. And today, the Irish crowd has shown up in force, not for Gaelic football or hurling or rugby partner, no, but to welcome the NFL to the beautiful Emerald Isle. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And away we go from Dublin. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season. Now the ball's in his hands.
First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he puts some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 29. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You could do a lot worse than a quick little shuffle give sometimes. I like that play. That shuffle pass just keeps the defense honest, keeps them guessing a little bit. Normally goes for positive yardage, and sometimes you're even able to surprise that defense entirely.
This is Mason on 2nd down. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
You know, we'll all look back at the play-by-play and see that was a run for 0, but it felt like more than that. It felt like offensively, that's a confidence drainer, and defensively, it's a momentum builder.
And the Steelers going for the dime look on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
All right, Steelers to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, and you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And it ends up a good return for them, up past their own 40. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, McCarthy. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Dump off caught by his back. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Complete to Nick Van Eck. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings go up 6-0 here in the first. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, Rodgers. He's running with it. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the first.
It's a gain of 8.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made at the perfect time for the first down.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Rodgers here off the play action. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 9.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and, really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those situations where if you're going to call that play, you better execute it. Because if it works, well, you're a genius. But one little thing gets off, a little bit of penetration, you don't seal the edge, well, you're punting, and that play goes right out the window.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing here. Taken in by Addison, left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. He'll step up, and there he goes. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
McCarthy. It's a gain of 20. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Over the middle and gobbled up by Addison. And they take him down right along the 30.
Number 3, Jordan Addison. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give to Mason. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Vikings first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Thielen's got it, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
Complete to number 19, Adam Thielen. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Drop play here, it's Mason. Nothing doing up the middle there, Brock. He goes outside, picks up 5. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. He's running for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. It's Vikings ball as we return for the 2nd, and they've got to be thinking points here. Going ground on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings take a 13-0 lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
14. Steelers, nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Juke the defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, it gives them room to operate.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, this is Gainwell. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Rodgers. Setting up the screen. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Play fake, it's Rodgers. Complete out to the right. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On second down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Rodgers here from the gun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there. They'll go for it, Rodgers. Throwing this back in the end zone. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Rod lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's McCarthy to throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
McCarthy trying again on second down. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Back to the air, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 29. And the Vikings, first down. First down and goal to go.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
No run here. It's Mason. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
He gets it again. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. No gain on second and goal, so they need 10 here on third.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Third and goal for McCarthy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Reichert connects there. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Second and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, Kate, you ever run into a brick wall? No, me neither. I think we just watched it.
45-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
On the play.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple, and he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
1st and goal, Warren. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5.
The tackle made at the 3-yard
That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Ireland. The Steelers at a deficit. Now Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, I think you and I both saw that one coming together from up here, and it became clear pretty quickly that if they got things going, that one could go the distance.
Yeah, the 6 points earned on any screen pass touchdown. I'd give half a point to the sell job of a quarterback, half a point to the effort of the running back, but 5 of those points to the big guys in front of them. They're the most important ones out there on that play, and in the best of times, they clear lane for a touchdown just like that one.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10.
Score, Vikings 17, Steelers 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's a return from the 7. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First and 10 now from the 30. Mason gets it from the gun. Jukes one defender. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Big play pushes them beyond midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Vikings first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the Steelers' 39-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it sets up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Running once more with Mason. Tried to get this one outside, Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. They'll run for it with Mason. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Reichert connects there, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, and maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick returns our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Back to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a two-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Now, this Irish crowd has been great so far. No surprise there, and still 2 quarters left to play here in Dublin. On the return, here's Gainwell. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. And that passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Throw the gun. Catch made by Austin. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pressure comes, Rodgers. Jukes out a one-stop. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and 1, now Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Rodgers here from the gun. Austin's there to haul it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Calvin Austin. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Play action with Rodgers. This finds Austin complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. That's a pickup of 9. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a Steelers first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, he never stared him down, but that was such a good job by the quarterback to keep his eyes downfield. Keep working as that shallow cross. Those crossing routes so devastating for zone coverage.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Byron Murphy on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
stick with Gainwell. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get outside here with Warren. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Now looking to throw with Rodgers. Left side caught by Metcalf. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And the Steelers, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers get it back to within 6.
Vikings 20, Steelers 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Vikings and this running back headed back out for a new series. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Thielen's got it, complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
Thielen out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action, McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. Down to the 10. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings go up by 12. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Kevin O'Connell with the call. They're trying for 2.
The Vikings will line up.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
That makes the score Vikings 28, Steelers 14.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers
and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense.
22-yard line.
And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, got to expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Vikings take possession of the football. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mason. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Another run for Mason. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
It's a loss of 2.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Rolling left, buying some time. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now give it to Mason. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now, after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. This time it's a passing play. Dump off caught by his back.
You know, Kate, it is so nice to have a running back that can catch it too, and a pass catcher that is so good in a select package of plays just like that through the air. That screen is devastating to a defense when you got a runner that can catch it like that.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he has the touchdown through what looks like some defensive pass interference. So I think, Brock, thinking this catch should stand.
Pass interference, defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
35. Steelers 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
To Calvin Austin. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's a dime look by the Vikings. Third down coming. To throw, Rodgers. It's a screen play to Warren. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it fourth down.
A loss of 5.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
30-yard line.
The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. They are in great shape here as we wind down this third quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. And the Vikings first
Simply
down.
put, Kate, that is a drive
First
starter
and 10
extraordinaire.
at the 44-yard line.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On play action now, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's another.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Mason. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
All about that defense there. Had them bottled up from the jump. Truth be told, probably lucky they even got back to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. A give to Mason. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be third down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings put up even more points in a win.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
42, Steelers 14.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Steelers offense headed out. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Finds him over the middle. And they're on him quickly there after that catch. So the gain's going to be to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers here from the gun. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
He's going to tuck it and run. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 more yards. That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Stays in the pocket. And this one does not go far.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 21. The throw on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
The throw is caught.
Rodgers' pass, complete to Scotty Miller. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Warren here from the gun. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Rodgers. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Boswell to add the PAT. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated, but I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams, and you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is, so making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right, that's going to be hugely important here down the road.
After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Escapes a defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And this defense, boy, just beyond frustrated this late in the game. How's a group supposed to deal with him as a passer, Brock, and dedicate the resources needed to slow down this type of day on the ground, too? Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Mason will try this one up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Hits him on the out route. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. This is Mason. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Mason. Juke the defender. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. Running once more with Mason. And
Their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs, the strength, the agility. Not that they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He was brought down at the
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative, but in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Scott on the carry. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead.
Vikings 49, Steelers 20.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
On the return, here's Gainwell. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Dublin. Steelers hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Rodgers. Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays on the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Here's 2nd and 2. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Warren quick on the draw. Jukes one defender, And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out.
A gain of 15
Give him
yards.
15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Steelers first down.
First down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. He's running with it. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the first.
Aaron Rodgers. A gain of 6. That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Rodgers to throw. He's got it at the 6. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
It's a gain of 16
That's just a
yards.
gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
First and goal, Warren. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Rodgers will look to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So it's a win for the Vikings. Well, Brock, this one certainly had its bright moments. Going to be talking about those in the days to come. Another great game, and we had the good fortune once again of having a bird's eye view to it all.
It's a lot like what they say about golf. There's no such thing as a bad day on the course, and there's no such thing as a bad time calling an NFL game either. These two teams were able to give us some highlights and one exciting game to cover.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we say so long from Dublin.